Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the San Diego State Aztecs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Aztecs will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cherry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cyclones offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The offense lining up for a first down play. They move the tight end all over. The give to the left side. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the timing just a hair off. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems, so many headaches.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their 1st drive of the game is working to perfection.
On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Washington. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
On the option. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Stands in and takes the hit. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Works the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give on the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And now on second down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Aztecs have their offense in high gear. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after him. Slips away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about... And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Washington. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Cyclones will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the short completion, it's now second down. To the ground with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It's a first and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dialing up a second down pass play. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. What a snag by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Maddox. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 33.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cyclones want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Pulls it in. It's Cherry. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Punga. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Handoff to the lone back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They feed him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
The option look. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. The back goes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Makes the grab. It's Cherry. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Kane.
The pass is complete through the air. Third down coming.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll run for it on third and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quick release on the RPO. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're trying to get to it. finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going up top. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This drive will open from the 15. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly complete. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Cyclones in the hurry up.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Oh, Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They keep attacking through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Maddox.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Brings up second down.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, just keeps firing. They're bringing heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves. They wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the Aztecs will move the sticks with the first down, winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for